moment by moment. So the management here is with discipline, carrying it out, fulfilling it. So leadership deciding what is first thing, and what are they, and how to clarify them. Leadership is within us, not from something outside. We can become the leaders of our life. This is about not a leadership in politics. I'm not talking about politics, I'm talking about personal management. So you can become the leader of yourself when you put important things, important and first things in your life in their place, and you start to function and work with them. So this is very important. I'm sure we're going later to discuss about this. Management, the management is application, the practice. Management is putting effective plan. We make good plan and do it, fulfill the plan according to the first creation. First creation is in the mind. And when we think about something, we have an idea. We already created when we have an idea. Then when we go to the function, to application of our idea, this we call it the management, process of management. So it's so important then, in management we need to know what is first things, what we have to do first, the priority. So if we do know what is important for us to do, we can follow this discipline, control certain parts of our desire and our personality. So what's the common, do you understand that last point, the previous point? Well, we don't need to go back again to explain about it. So the priority of our life and the most important things are coming to be repeated in different aspects. What's the common denominator of success? The successful person has the habit of doing the things failures don't like to do. They don't like doing them either, necessarily. And a successful person is not that person that like to do difficult things and strange things and big rocks and too hard. Nobody likes to work hard and to just invest everything in job. But because of value, what they're disliking is subordinated to the strength of their purpose. That subordination requires a purpose, a mission. When a person has a value and a mission, he can subordinate the difficulties and these circumstances and environment, which is a big barrier, through the value. Means put the value as a vision. And through this we can overcome difficulties. But we don't like it. Successful person either doesn't like to do difficult things, but do it because of certain value. So it's kind of important, but it's kind of complicated. So you can focus later on this point. We're going to explain more about independent will. This is more easy. The power to do something when you don't want to do it. This is independent will. It's a force within your personality to do something which is not available for you. Not easy for you. It's very difficult. But you have strong desire because you have value. You understand the value of this thing. You understand the purpose. You understand the future coming with certain results which is so important for your life, so you can pass through it. So everything we need to understand the vision, understand we start from the future, we start from the end, and we see the painting, what we want to bring in our life. Then we can use the force of independent will and we can go to success. To be a function of your values rather than a function of the impulse or desire of any given moment. So successful people are a function of their values, not a function of. You understand the function of value? Means that they practice what they have as value in life, not as impulse or desire. Because in one moment in my life, I feel upset. I feel just not easy. Like I go outside and I see that the street is empty and very cold, and the weather is getting worse, and everything getting worse, and many catastrophes and accidents happening outside. And then I lose my desire to do my job. I go back home and watch TV, for example. The second thing, successful people never do it because they understand purpose, understand value, and they subordinate these difficulties. Not so good, and waiting to do or to operate a very important surgery. He cannot just follow what he feels, but he's going to make an operation anyway. So, understanding the value of helping a patient to save the life of this person, he can overcome feeling, impulse, a desire just to be inert, to be lazy and to sit down and drink a cup of tea. He can just become very strong, following the value. And also in our life, when we have certain value, I need to go to the culture center because I have certain scientific research, and I'm going to do it because I promised to do it. So I don't care about weather, I don't care about rain, I don't care about my friends invited me to go somewhere else, and I don't care about the TV, some interesting movie. I just stop thinking about everything else, stimulating my desire to do something else, and I go to fulfill my purpose. Because I have certain value connected for this. I'm connected with it. And through this I understand the situation connected with my principles and values in life, and then I'm going to do it. And usually not so good, and waiting to do or to operate a very important surgery. He cannot just follow what he feels, but he's going to make an operation anyway. So, understanding the value of helping a patient to save the life of this person, he can overcome feeling the impulse, a desire just to be inert, to be lazy, and to sit down and drink a cup of tea. He can just become very strong, following the value. And also in our life, when we have certain value, I need to go to the culture center because I have certain scientific research, and I'm going to do it because I promised to do it. So I don't care about weather, I don't care about rain, I don't care about my friends invited me to go somewhere else, and I don't care about the TV, some interesting movie. I just stop thinking about everything else, stimulating my desire to do something else, and I go to fulfill my purpose. I don't care about my friends invited me to go somewhere else, and I don't care about the TV, some interesting movie. I just stop thinking about everything else, stimulating my desire to do something else, and I go to fulfill my purpose. Because I have certain value connected for this. I'm connected with it. And through this I understand the situation connected with my principles and values in life, and then I'm going to do it. And usually successful people put value in the first place, and put first things connected, evaluated, estimated by this value, also in the first place. Then they can fulfill their job always. We don't fulfill our job in a good manner usually because we are not recognizing the value in our life. Sometimes we lose values, and we think that this is something relative. Just relatively can be considered that this is meaningful, or this is maybe not like this. We hesitate, we say, okay, maybe the price of this thing is not important for me, and also the value, not moral or not material. So we cannot consider the importance of something in our life, then we lose it. So mostly because it's difficult, and mostly because it's not simply we need to be awake, we need to be aware of it, and we need to think and understand the process itself. Yeah, this is important. So the independent will is the power to act with integrity to your proactive first creation. So what's proactive first creation? This is important thing to understand. Integrity of your proactive first creation. Maybe this is difficult for you to understand this word because you cannot find it either in the dictionary. It's used now in management. And maybe if you have a dictionary in management, you can find this. Proactive means that we are responsible for our decisions. We are not doing things by just reacting, but doing things because we understand and we evaluate, and we are responsible for this. We can answer. When somebody asks you to do something, you can recognize and you can answer freely based on your understanding and your independent will. Not because somebody, okay, yeah, I know this question. Somebody told me the answer is like this, so I'm going to answer. Not like this, but answer comes from inside, from your personality. This is proactive. This person can become creative, initiative, but not only initiative. Is a person with a certain value and can be always responsible for the decision and can make decision on time without hesitation. So it's important that understanding comes to this power, the power to act with integrity to your proactive first creation. First creation happening in our thought. We think about it. We have certain mindset. We think about something. We imagine this. We evaluate and divide it, the good part and the bad part of it. We understand how to do it. Then we go to the next part to practice. To do it. So first of all, if we have this power, we can bring this integrity of first creation. Okay. I hope that I could bring this meaning. So it's not easy actually just from first time to understand these things, but it's important to get into this meaning little by little. So Stephen Covey is a very famous person. My outline on these pictures are based on Covey's study of management and business. He's very famous in Western